Hi there. We have hit 100 subscribers. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. It's really not, but it is to me right now. And I figured for that, I will show you my 2005 Silverado 2500. I'm not really showing you the whole thing because I don't have the license plates blocked off. Yeah, I've had problems with, with blowing stuff out, so I don't want to have to deal with it. Anyways, let's get on with it. So anyways, this thing is pretty much a beater truck. However, it is the thing that we use whenever we need to do anything where you really need a heavy-duty truck. This thing, I really enjoy driving it too. We got it for only $500, which you can see there's like some scratches, dings, a little bit of rust, like what's here. But the $500 is actually a really good deal on this. The guy could have sold it for like $1,000, $2,000. We still would have gotten it. So yeah, it is a 2500 HD. However, this thing, as you can see, is debadged. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if one of the previous owners was sneaking this thing onto the parkway or something, because the heavy-duty trucks are not allowed on the parkway here. So I don't know. I think it was just someone trying to trying to sneak this onto the parkway as a 1500. So yeah, who knows? The person I bought it off of could have thought it was a 1500 as well. Coming inside here, there's really nothing special, really. It is a base model, so it has crank windows, so if you want to put the window down, you kind of just... And then put it back up, you just kind of just... I guess there was some water trapped in there. Personally, I like the crank windows in older cars. However, when it comes to the newer cars, I'm not a big fan of them. I am fine with them. I don't exactly need power windows, so yeah. Also, there is a bit of a rip in the seat. I don't really mind it. It doesn't affect the comfort or anything. And this is... and my friend who owns the Chevy Suburban version of this, because they used to have a heavy-duty version at the time also, he actually said this is most commonly caused by sliding out of the seat. You kind of have to lift yourself up and jump out of the truck. But yeah, nothing really too special in here. It is a bit dirty. Yes, I mean, the whole truck's a bit dirty. I got to get around to cleaning it. A little storage cubby in case you want to do one of these. Heck, V8. This is not the 8.1 or whatever the hell this thing had. And this is not the 6.6 Duramax. As a 6.0 Vortec V8, that's really all I need. I do personally like the Duramax better in the 3500s with the dualies and all that. And other than that, I like the 6.0 and the 6.6 Duramax the same. This thing produces a pretty good sound. Alright, driving the 05 2500 HE. Now, something you might hear as I shift into drive, you might hear the exhaust rattle. No? Okay, well, something you might hear while I'm driving is you might hear the exhaust rattle. I think like the bracket it hangs off of is broken or something. It likes to rattle up against the frame once in a while, so you might hear that once in a while. It does not bother me at all. In fact, you barely hear it in the interior, but you'll definitely hear it. And if you didn't know what it was, it would probably freak you out. It freaked me out at first, too. So, something people sometimes don't like about big trucks like this is people think they are hard to drive. And I'm just going to say, once you get used to it, it's really not that hard to drive. I mean, I know there's some people out there who can't really get used to it. And there's, trucks aren't exactly for everyone. But the, if you do want to get used to trucks, and if you think you fit well with a truck, yeah, there's the exhaust rattle if you just heard it. They're actually pretty easy to drive once you get used to them. Except I am going to say, though, ever since I've started, like when it comes to trucks, sometimes, like, as I'm getting into a small crossover for some reason, I get a little bit uncomfortable. For some reason, I can't figure it out myself. Now, I'm usually fine in smaller vehicles, but for some reason, small crossovers, sometimes I just kind of don't. Sometimes with the small crossovers, it's just like, as I'm getting into them, I get a little bit anxious or something. But once I'm actually on the road, I'm fine. It's just, sometimes, I don't know if it's because of trucks or if I've always just been this way. Well, but also this thing has pretty thin A-pillars, so it kind of gets a little when it comes to big pillars. And I'm just going to say once you're actually used to trucks, the scariest thing about a truck isn't anything with the truck itself. It's seeing a Prius owner on the road and hoping they're not an environmentalist. And hoping they're not berserko. So it's not the most powerful thing in the world. It definitely feels more powerful than it is. It's got about 350, I think, probably 340 because of this thing's age. It probably dropped a little bit. But it is, it's not really the fastest thing in the world, but it's still pretty fun nonetheless. You're not going to be flying it everywhere. This is something I always say to Tesla owners who brag about their acceleration. But yeah, also, you're probably going to feel, well, not you're going to feel, but you're probably going to hear every bump and stuff. That's because we have rated E tires on this thing, so they're not really the most comfortable thing on the road. It's really not the most comfortable thing on the road, especially because it's got leaf springs in the back, but it's still pretty comfortable in the front, more comfortable than usual, because of the torsion bar suspension. Also, this thing, I forgot to say earlier, it's a single cab with the 8-foot bed, and so you can haul some stuff in here as long as it's not more than a passenger. Okay, phone, please don't go flying out of the cup holder here, please. Okay, it's good. That's technically a straight there, but I still gotta put my signal on for that. I don't know, it's a weird thing where it's like if you're going straight, you gotta put your signal on. If you're going left, you're technically going straight. It's a really strange intersection back there. Also, I'm not showing any footage out the window because, one, this is not a camera I could just stick up. This is my phone I am recording with. I do not have an actual camera yet. I do have a dash cam, but I don't have it installed yet. Kind of missed my turn a little bit. Don't worry, I could just turn right up here. And also because I don't necessarily want to share my location. Unless it kind of leaks out, like, unless there was like a frame of my license plate in the footage or something, I'm not going to say what state I am in. That will be at 500 subs. However, I don't know if I'm gonna still be in this state at that point. It depends on what happens, but yeah. Now 500. Now this is not, like, I must say, this is not the vehicle that I was teasing earlier with my channel. I stopped kind of teasing it, but you could still see it in the banner. It's that kind of like headlights in the shadows kind of thing. And it's like just a couple of square headlights. This is not that. That will be at 1,000 subs. I originally planned for 500 subs for that, but I don't think that it will be ready in time. And even if it's not ready by 1,000 subs, I will still share it. But I kind of wanted to give myself a little bit more time. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, though, I mean, once you get used to it, it's pretty comfortable. But again, like I said, trucks are not for everyone, so don't expect you could just really hop in a truck and go. You do kind of need to learn, especially where the reference points and stuff are, because obviously it is wider. This thing, even though the vehicle itself is taller, its hood line lines up with a brand new Silverado 1500, and that kind of shows how much bigger things have gotten. Well, it's more of just the hood's up higher on the 1500s. The truck itself is still higher. Not tall enough to need clearance lights. It does not have those. But it is still tall in general. It's also no wider than a 1500, so you don't really have to worry about the lift too much. In fact, in my opinion, I would say it's probably harder to drive a 2016 Buick LaCrosse than it is to drive this heavy-duty Silverado. I'm not saying it's hard to drive the LaCrosse, I'm just saying it's harder. Yeah, that's still recording good. Okay, but at the uphill section, it's a little bit tight, but I am going to give it a little bit of gas. It still gets moving. You can still feel it. And that was I did not want to go for long. That hill was not that big. It's just wanted to give you a little bit of gas. You can still feel it, definitely. You won't feel it as much as a lot of things, but you do still feel it. Well, and also a lot of that does come from the sound too. I'm not saying all of it does. Obviously, the G's you're going to feel are going to actually come from the vehicle moving. That's usually what you feel if you're in like a Tesla or something. That's usually what you're going to feel going full throttle. You're just going to feel the G's. A lot of the feeling, though, does come from the sound. Yep. A lot of it does come from the sound when you are actually in a vehicle that has sound. Out of the road, get on the sidewalk. Kid jumped out of the way like I was about to hit him. I was on the complete opposite side of the road. See, there's some of this stuff I wish you could see, but I'm not showing it. Obviously I can't show it because my phone is in the cup holder. So anyways, that is going to conclude this. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the truck in the comments. I know it is kind of a piece of crap statistically, but not really that bad, especially for $500. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think I'm a gas guzzling piece of shit? Which, yes, it does guzzle gas. I will admit to that, but do I care? Nope. But, anyways, I'll see ya.